Welcome to my tutorial on painting an iris and a pupil. To watch creating skin tone and painting the outside of the eye, watch my last video. I will add the link below. Once you are ready to paint your iris and pupil, put out the colours onto a palette. For blue eyes, try a dark and light blue, white, maybe some green, a yellow and a black. Start by painting the outside of the iris with a dark blue, using water to dilute the colour on the inside. Dry your first layer and apply your second layer. Use your darker hue for the outside of the circle and mix in lighter blues. The closer to the pupil you get, the lighter the blue becomes. Many blue eyes have flickers of other colours such as green and yellow. Add those in also. Now add a big black circle, your pupil. Let it dry. Acrylic paint works best if layered. It is designed to be more robust with layering. If you look closely, you'll see that the irises have flecks in them, almost like the rays emanating out of the sun. Add lighter blue, then darker blue, and then almost white flecks. Remember to go over your black circle pupil a couple of times. After the third coat, add your white light flecks with white paint. Have a look at photographs of light reflections in the eye. You will see that many of them have white flecks bouncing off the pupil. This will help you when adding your own white fleck. Now make sure that your iris is a medium-sized ball. Also, if you have a small pupil, it can make the eye look terrifying or frightened. If this is the effect you want, use a small black circle. But if you want a warm eye, make sure that the iris is large and sits underneath the eyelid or the hood and touches the bottom of the eye. Also make sure that you add a light fleck into the pupil. This helps connect the eye to the viewer, making the eye feel more human and realistic. Creating a brown eye is very similar to creating a blue eye. You're using your darker browns on the outside and making the brown lighter the closer to the pupil you become. You can see here I've added my pupil, and then I'm going back and reworking my browns, making sure that the outside is still dark and the inside is much lighter. I've also added flecks of light to the pupil, and I'm going to add the flecks to the iris, adding white to my browns, adding white to my yellows, mixing a bit of red in there. And you'll notice that the white of the eye, I've added just a little bit of brown to give it a sense of depth. At the end of the day, use photographs as references and practice and practice and practice, and you will work out very quickly how to create a lifelike eye.